And I'd like to move on to the next statement, which is from the African Development Bank. And Professor Oyerbanji is still with us. I believe he has got another meeting and we are running a little bit behind schedule. Please go ahead, sir.
Thank you so much, Jeff. Thank you, colleagues. Once more, I'd like to thank you on behalf of the President of the African Development Bank for inviting us to the last conference, and also to this very important launch of what I believe will be an excellent book. I really look forward to reading this book. I'd like to update you in 2 minutes on what I presented at that meeting. You recall that, and I like to say that the professional, the agricultural engineering is really at the center of what we're doing. It transverses 2 of our most important pillars, the Feed Africa program and also the Industrialized Africa program. From the presentation we just had and comments from Jeff, this profession has a very important role to play in advancing what we're trying to do all across Africa. And I'd like to thank Professor Mike Fabrode for his very active participation in what we've been doing all across Nigeria, especially. As you know, the way we are driving the agenda, the Feed Africa and Industrialized Africa, is through the Special Agro-Industrial Processing Zone. It's a unique type of zone arrangement that tries to augment what is generally known as special economic zones. The special economic zones, of course, as in the past, is limited to processing and factories. But the special agro zone, agri-industrial processing zone, also covers the farming communities. What we have done deliberately in terms of locating these facilities is to go to the rural areas rather than locate at the port or where it is most convenient. The special agro zone targets the rural communities of Africa. Right now we are in about 10 countries. There are 3 key objectives. One is to cover the infrastructure deficit that we normally find, as you know, in most developing countries, and also manage the zones. The second dimension of the special agro zone is to, of course, deal with the productivity issues that has come up severally this morning. We try to provide for farmers within those particular locations, usually within 70, 50 kilometers to the hubs. We build what we call agri-transformation centers. You know, these are facilities that provide all manner of things that all of you know more than I do: irrigation, supply of seeds, technologies, and training in particular. And the third component of the special agro zone is the policy and institutional arrangements. And with this, for all across Africa, we have so many of our colleagues, some here, IFAD, UNIDO, FAO, all of them working with us all over the place. And I know that colleagues who are in this profession are, you know, heavily involved with what we are doing. So what is the objective? As I said, is to sort of attenuate the infrastructure deficit we have all over the continent. In Nigeria, for example, we are starting with 8 zones, 2 in the northwest, 2 in the central, 2 in the southwest, and 2 zones in the southeast. We have for 2021 about close to $400 billion actually. We had an appraiser meeting in April, May. The appraiser for the bank is to go to the locations to confirm all the parameters, feasibility reports, all the environmental reports. So all of that is done. We are going to the board by October this year, first week of October. So I'm inviting colleagues, please, to Professor Fabrode and colleagues here, those who are interested. It's a huge undertaking. As I said, we have this amount for the first year, and we are hoping that next year we'll have double that. We're going to be including many more states. You can Google, for example, I just came back from Ethiopia. They now have 24 industrial parks about 5 of them were sponsoring by the bank, or we are rather heavily involved with it, in about 4 of them. I was in Bubula, a place called Bubula Agro-Industrial Park in this last 1 month, and it's incredible the kind of things happening there. And very central to everything in these zones is this profession. So I would like for colleagues to take far greater interest in helping us in pushing this, because all the things you've read out this morning, this is really where Africa has to begin to correct. Low productivity, efficiency, low technologies, unskilled laborers. Of course, all of these have led to low wage, poverty within the rural areas. 70% of 80% in most African countries are still smallholder farmers who, as you know very well, you cannot do more than 24 hours. So how much can you do? So I want to thank you all for inviting us. We want to partner with you in any way that we can do this with an institutional arrangement. Please let us know. And the president, of course, is also one of you. He's an agricultural economist, but very much interested in what is happening. Remember, we were together with Mike in Ife. As many of you may not know, we're classmates in Ife. We finished same year. We were in the same faculty, and we've been friends ever since. So I understand the drive, and the motivation that is driving all of you this morning to ensure that Africa gets out of poverty. The Agenda 2063, the SDGs, the first 3 SDGs is really crucial for all of us. And this is where this profession can play a very big role. Once more, I want to thank you for inviting me. I want to thank you for inviting the president, and I will convey to him and we look forward to reading this book. I really look forward to it, and I hope we shall continue this conversation with you going forward. Thank you very much.